Good morning everyone, welcome to a small update on this Sunday. Not going to make it a long one as it's Sunday, so just relaxing, making it a very small video in which we just go through what happened in the past week and just what happened to the price of Bitcoin. First, if you want to trade alongside me, check out my website in the description beneath this video. If you want to follow me on Twitter to see my latest analysis, check out my Twitter page, which is also in the description beneath. This week we've seen the elections in the United States, through which the price of Bitcoin rallied upwards through uncertainties of the president-elect to be chosen. And in this perspective, we saw that the moment we saw the confirmation of Biden becoming the next president, or at least that it's called, we see the price of Bitcoin dropping down. And that's actually it is the beautiful example of a sell the news concept, through which the moment that there is more certainties surrounding the overall event of this week, the price drops down of Bitcoin, as most likely the DXY index is bouncing up as there is more certainty. So the dollar is more stable and people fly back into that asset. So this is not an unlikely case what we have witnessed here, or unlikely perspective what we've seen. It's quite natural, and I think after such a parabolic move it's also quite expected. Next to that, we saw the crypto fear and greed index reaching levels of 88 and 82. Also checking social media sentiment, it was going through the roof. Everybody was euphoric. It's also great that altcoins have been jumping up a little, but as we have witnessed, the moment that Bitcoin starts to correct, it's very likely that altcoins will drop down as well. I've not seen many cases that Bitcoin drops down and altcoins run up. So given that we've just seen the weekly time frame on Bitcoin showing that we've reached a higher time frame resistance zone around 16k with a potential support zone between 11.5 to 12.2, I would not be surprised to see altcoins drop further down the road. If Bitcoin corrects 25%, I expect altcoins to drop with Bitcoin, as they are still correlated with each other. So from that perspective, if you want to trade altcoins, I've still been saying take earlier profits and wait for more confirmation, as the moment that altcoins will start to surge heavily is the moment that Bitcoin is bottomed out and starts to grind up and the range is established. Most likely case right now is that we've established the range high between 15.5 to 16.5, and the most likely case that we're going to do in the coming period is make the range low, through which it seems very likely that we're going to see that drop towards 11.5 to 12.2. We have to see that. We can also make a bounce from 13k. From this perspective and this view, I would definitely be a little bit more cautious on the price and movements of cryptocurrencies at this point. Next to that, crypto fear and greed index, if you go to historical levels, we can see that the last time we've reached these extreme greed levels was at this high, the exact day that we've reached this high. So we've witnessed a drop down after since. I'm not suspecting to see a similar drop down of 50%, but a correction is very healthy in the build-up of this market. So if we zoom in on the lower time frame, we can see that we've lost the 15.2 level, dropped all the way down towards a 14.3, which is a heavy drop down. Right now, quite clear, if we do break above 15.2 to 15.4, I think we're going to see a new high, and then we might be making a bearish divergence. If we do not break above 15.2 to 15.4, I think we're going to drop further down, and we most likely see test of the 14k area. Daily time frame, suspecting that we will see some lower levels test as well. Most likely case is between 13k. If we lose 13k, I think 12k is another one. We do see that we've had a similar move in the previous sideways period, and we also saw it in May. Run up, heavy drop down, and after that we correlate for a little while. So there's two cases at this point. If we hold above 14k like we've done in the halving accumulation, we can start going sideways here. through which later on in December, January, altcoins will start to surge heavily before Bitcoin makes a new impulse wave. If we do get a copy paste of August, we most likely range for a little while here, maybe break above 15.4, but after all, one more heavy drop towards 12k, and from there on we start to grind further up, and then the low will also be great for altcoins. So I still believe that we should be a little bit cautious on altcoins. Checking the daily time frame on Chainlink, for instance, we can see that we have been discussing this one. Resistance zone, it was still in heavy correction, heavy rejection at the resistance zone, through which you want to see 1150 hold as support. If you did not see the video of Chainlink, check out the one from yesterday. If we do lose $11 to 1150, I think we're going to see further corrections, and that would line up with a potential correction on Bitcoin as well. So a small update at this point with my view, in which I'm suspecting further corrections to occur on Bitcoin and the markets. But I'll be back tomorrow with a longer one, and have a great Sunday.